Hi guys, official Molo for 12 here, Meltons wanting game. And today we're going to be doing some daily incense grind and kilometer grind. Oh wait, I need to put these in incubators. I'm like slacking on that. Yeah, because I'm still trying to get that Pika, so let me put these in incubators. Our first levy today is Adam. How are we doing, Adam? How are we doing today, Adam? I still have yet to get the shiny lampet. Then we have a BG here. Not much, just trying to survive in the blazing sun, but at least got some water. Might be doing daily for like an hour or so. We'll see. Can't wait to not be day locked on Sunday, so I can start doing the challenges. Doing good. God, it's Friday, lol. Wanted to call off work multiple days, lol. Right. Luckily, I'm off today, so I'm excited for next week's Evolution Cup meta because I don't know if you guys know, I build a lot of mid-stage Pokemon. I'm excited to bring this guy back. Oh, yeah, I need to change the Shadow Punch. Poltergeist is hilarious, but in the theoretical standpoint, you would rather. I'm halfway done with the kilometers. I'm at 20. I'm a little bit more than half. A little more than half today. I'm at 22 kms. I need 20 more. So I'm gonna go extra hard today, tomorrow, and Sunday for that marathon Pika. I think I might get it by Sunday. We'll see. We'll see though. Cause I have to wake up very, very early on the next 2 days. Yeah, I'm waiting for the stop sign. I'm waiting for the stop sign on my street. There's no, yeah, right here is gonna be the stop sign. I have not yet to get Shiny Snob. That one's gonna be very hard to get. Yeah, I'm excited to run Dusclops because I have a rank 1 Clops for PvP. But here's the tricky part. Primeape is going to be one of the ones that I want to do. But do I go for my Shadow Primeape or do I go for normal Primeape? Because they both can pressure. I could go for my non-Shadow with the. I can go for my Shadow with Rage Fist. Because it pressure all the shields. And then Tinka Tough. If Tinka Tough gets to a situation as a closer, you guys, it doesn't lose. It does not lose. Because, I don't know if you guys know this thing has the stats of its evolution. Alright, we're at the stop sign. Alright, let's get it started. Let's turn on Black Kyurem first. Let's turn on Kyurem first. Oh, okay, I forgot to revive things. All right. Just trying to. It is. It beats Mimikyu in Ultra League because I know in Grey League there is situations that Mimi actually beats Tank, but in Ultra League, dude, Mimikyu does not do enough damage against Tank and UL, and I know the fact it does. But Tank is tough in Evolution Cup. I don't know if you guys know this. Evolution Cup is a cup that only allows mid-stage Pokemon. And if this thing is the strongest closer in Evolution Cup in the game, because it has 2 nuke moves. It only gets 2 moves, and they're both nukes. It doesn't lose. It basically doesn't lose. I'm gonna run mine best buddied. Oh, we just got a shiny. I just got a shiny. I don't have P-Dove shiny. I don't have P-Dove's shiny. Like it's gonna be useful. Like it's useful. What gender was that? Because there's gender differences. It was a male, so it has the better shiny of the two. Because the female shiny is terrible. Triangle stealing the shiny Jeeper, but at the same time, I didn't have P-Dove shiny. I guess we'll take it. Like if it's useful. It's straight to the remote tag. What are the chances of getting Walmart Burb? It's sunny, but it should be every burb weather. I'm good on Giratina. I already have 2 shinies, and my my good friend from Belgium got this from his remote raid right here, which is a 93 Corfish. Yeah, I don't think it was shiny anyway. No, I wouldn't accept it either. Vulpix. I see more birds outside windy weather than windy weather. Right? Oh, and Meowth. This is a great source of stardust. This is a great source of dust. I will never use a Tranquil. There's other verbs that are better than Tranquil. Top shit. game. I'm gonna reload it. It's a little laggy. Yeah, it seems like it. It's just the weather. It's just so hot. Let me turn the fan. Oh shoot. Did I forget the fan cooler? No, I have it. Alright. Alright. I brought another power bank just in case, so brought another one. I guess we'll take we'll take the. Is it better or not? Jeez. Whalmer. Forgot it's 15 minutes. If. Shadow Lampin and Shadow Grubbin are the only good ones of the shadow rotation. Giratina just doesn't seem worth it for me. I don't know. I'm just more a PvP person, but I just don't particularly think Giratina is useful anymore, just despite the amount of Lickies in this meta. Waiting for these cars to pass. Dude, I'm waiting for these cars. It's the Blue Thanos. I need more candy for. I actually have a rank 4 of the Whalmer. Wow. Bidoof. Dude, it's so hot. Yeah, it's as an actual Whalmer, not like not like Whalelord, but as a Whalmer. Yeah, this. Drifloon. That's hilarious. Originally, Drifloon was supposed to be 400 candy when it was first released, but not anymore. It used to be exclusively 400 candies, but they changed it to 50. Okay. All right. Trash these. Tondozo? Dude, that thing's actually good if you know how to use it. Dondo's is actually a really good vocal one if you know how to use it. Oh, there's like so many cars here. Jesus. I'm trying to get my phone off of dim mode, but I can't even see most of it. Summertime here is crazy. Fujiana, really? I don't want this. I don't want this thing. Like, what the? Hold on. Looking at least like 4 kilometers at least. Should be fine for tomorrow. Yeah, at least like 4 kilometers should be fine for tomorrow, so I could do I can walk very early in the morning and get it done by Sunday. That thing is bulky, Adam. Mendoza is actually very bulky in the in GBL. I have Aurora time. I need. Jesus. Jeez, it's so hot. I'll just walk around here and then do another 30 minutes around my neighborhood. Not really. I don't have to work on that day, but the only shiny I'm missing on that day on Hatch Day is probably Magby. I don't want any more Smoochum shinies. I have 4 of them. I think I'll just do it just for the Magby, but not for Smoochum. And plus, I have Pokestops around my workplace, so. Oh, someone's playing copyright? What the? Mareep. Are you planning to play Hatch Day yourself, Adam? Oh, holy. The heat gets too much. I might have to do the daily, cut the daily short if the heat gets too much for me. I'm passing on Magmar. Yeah, because I'm trying to get them all cleared. I walk a lot, so it should be Not a difficult task, you know? Say how it's like 105 here. Um, don't really track that, but it's usually like 7.5K or even 10K. At the average for a human, the average for a person. But I'm gonna go extra hard on those some of the days because I do definitely want to get some of the steps in. Okay, got 18 more to go. Oh shoot, my eggs. I would have if the Larvesta was shiny, but yep, those are not good. I like way more when it's the autumn or winter season. I walk way more. Summer not as much. Cherubi. Okay, the sun. All right. We destroyed those. We destroyed this gem. About that. Uh, oh my god, the game lagged a bit. Oh my goodness, Adam. Oh my goodness, I don't know how many I did in person. Cause I was in Chicago, so I don't even know how many steps I did in person. But I did walk quite a lot. I don't even know. Jeez. Okay. Oh, that better be a grubbin. Man, my luck it's not gonna be a grubbin. Yes, we did. I did. I did. I was too nervous about meeting everybody, to be honest. I was actually very nervous. Because I'm always like that one person who's too nervous about meeting anybody. But everybody knew me, Adam, just for PvP. Yeah, he was super nice in person. We didn't get to hang out that much, but we promised each other we're gonna hang out a lot more often. Next year, hopefully. Ugh, jeez. Sorry, I'm just like. I'm not a very social person. Like, yeah, because I'm autistic, Adam, and that affects my social area, which is like a big thing if you think about it. I don't socialize. I don't socialize that many with that many people. I don't socialize that well. Yeah, I'm gonna walk around this. Okay, let's see. Dude, I'm freaking sweating. I'm sweating. Jeez. Bro, wrong egg. I want the I want the fives, not twos or tens. There, they can have my tranquil. There, it's I put down the gym. There, it goes into the gym. There. There, I put the tranquil in the gym. It deserves to be on there. There. Yeah, I'm not a social person. If you ever meet me in IRL, Adam, I'm not very social. There's like a lot of people trying to come up to me. I'm just like, yeah, I'm just gonna walk away. So I just didn't want that many people at my face. But I enjoyed everybody, who went there. There was some people it did make amends with, but I'll still call them my acquaintances. over there was like amazing. I'm definitely want to go back again. Well, my group are casual players, unfortunately. Nah. Well, there's people who play here, but I just don't socialize with any of them. Nope. 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 Good without Giratina. So yeah, I might plan to go next year. If I get the time off, oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna do overdue. I'm definitely due, to go again. Yeah, I put Tranquil in the gym because it just needs to be on the gym. I'm like pausing so I can drink water. But I definitely want to do it again, like all the plus it's like great memories to see people that you wanted to meet for the first time. Yeah. Yeah, if you don't believe me, Adam, here, I'll show you. The Zero Aura. Yeah, I'm gonna get more water and walk around my neighborhood and probably call it. Cause I'm still around the streets. I'm still around where the gas station's at. I was like legit petrified. Alright, Growlithe. Come on, we need to see at least a Galarian bird, but we already sold the Walmart one. We already saw this. We just need the actual Galarian burb. I didn't get as much shines as I wanted for Chicago, but at least I got some that are actually really cool. Why did I end up? Yeah, I didn't get a shine with the background, but at least I got some cool ones like the Tauros, and Shadow Shining Groudon. Was lurking, doing a raid. No, you're good, Adam. No, you're good. But they got to hear my iconic laugh, my iconic villain laugh. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna pause again. Just wait for these cars to pass by. Jeez, my ear. Just waiting, just waiting. All right. Okay. Okay. Ugh, Jesus. Okay. Herdier. Okay. Okay. I really done with the raids, but if you say you don't like people, how do you do? I don't know. It's just social. I'm not autistic kind of because it affects my social area. I can't socialize as well with other people as some people can. I don't socialize very well. I'm usually pretty reserved. I try my best to socialize, but there's always at least that one person that's just gets on their nerves. Gets on your nerves. Dude, jeez. Because some people just don't have common sense. I remember back in 2019 that Litwick was one of the rarest spots to find when it was first released. That was like the one Pokemon I wanted the most was the Litwick. Getting closer to the house, and I'll just extend it a little bit, and then probably call it. So the heat is so much. The heat's a bit too much for my liking. We'll refill this water. So I'm gonna have to mute myself when I get to the house, refill the water, and then walk out for a little bit. To keep pausing. At least you. When you even. Right. Good with that thing. It went to go fast and such. Yeah, still. Well, at least I'm more open, but it's just, I'm still like very nervous around people. Everyone at my work was so happy for me to at least leave for vacation. Was it hard to? There was some people that I had a hard time to talk to, but everyone else was chill. I thought. Hold on. Or a bunch of beating. Okay. But it's the fact that I didn't get enough time to hang out, you know? Because I didn't treat it as vacation. I treated it as I wanted to go out to actually get my in-person tickets, you know? No, I went with my sister. She wanted to go too. My sister wanted to go, so I bought her. I brought her in-person tickets. Of course, she got more shinies than me. But I got we got the same amount of hundos, but she beat me on the Mewtwo hundo. I did not get a single Mewtwo hundo out of that. It sucks. Yeah. If Adam, say like if you come to my friends now, like say like if you went to like, you know, if you see me with one of my group of friends, like the ones I grew up with, they'll tell you I'm not social. They would tell you. They would tell you like Jesus is not social at all. Yeah. And plus, I don't want to get us lost, you know? Because I'm always like I always get lost so easily. All right. All right, I'm getting closer to the house, and then I'll refill the water and go walk around my neighborhood. Oh, we were playing together the whole time. We had the same park day. We had the but we still traveled. We still went to places. The only time we stopped was to get a water break on the park. That's the only time we stopped was to get more water. We were like not we weren't stopping. Like we wanted to get all the things that we wanted to grab. We were playing, yeah, playing together. And plus, I reached level 80 while I was over there. Because that was like the one goal I wanted to at least reach 80. And I sprayed so many lures on those stops. Like non-stop lures. Just to get people to catch the mons. Alright, I'll still extend it. I'm just gonna get more water as soon as I approach the house. Also, this is still extending, but Muna, not shiny. I wasn't too crazy on the raids. I wasn't too crazy. Because I had most of the stuff that I was over there. So I was like, yeah, I don't know if I want to raid too much, you know? I'll be right back. Let me mute this real quick. BRB. All right, I'm back. This no burb here, no burb. I'll walk for a little bit longer and then probably will call it. Or see what my neighborhood has for if I get better luck over there. I always get better luck. I always get better luck with burbs on during the evening. And then we get burbs around the morning. It's usually the evening. Haha, someone put a shiny Metagross in there. That's awesome. Oh, shoot. Sorry. Okay. Sorry, like, something was, like, blinding my eye. I had, like, a tear blinding my eye. And I wear glasses, so... Have you said what do you... I work at a restaurant, Adam. This is like that one. Okay, can we get like... Oh, smash that like button. Yo, Sage. Look what we got for shiny wise. We got the dollar store burb for a shiny. And apparently I did not have it. I'm at work. Sounds good. We're just gonna chill for a little bit longer until I'm done because it's super hot over here. Oh yeah, I've seen what Evolution Cup meta it's gonna be. It's gonna be a lot. We're gonna expect a lot of Celios and Dusclopses. We're expected to see Celio Dusclops a lot, and also some Doublades. We're gonna be seeing those three a lot for Evolution Cup. And yes, I was actually correct on Tinkatuff. If this thing at least has an energy advantage if they have no shields, it doesn't lose. It does not lose. For us, stay hydrated. So we have a water for. I had to make another trip at the house because I needed more water. So I took another trip. At least I didn't go so far, you know? Yeah. Over here is like... So there's a team I'm probably gonna run for Evolution Cup. It's probably gonna be Clops with Primate and Tinkatuff. Because Tinkatuff in the zeros just doesn't lose. Because I don't think there is a Metamon that can beat Tinkatuff in the zeros. And I have the 100 best buddy. I cannot wait to not be daylocked. I cannot wait. Cannot wait. I'll do like one more extension and then march my way back home. We'll do like one more extension. Yeah, because then when it says 1:15, I should be 1 hour 15. I should be good to go. All right, 16 more kilometers. We're definitely gonna get that by Sunday. Cause I'm gonna be waking up tomorrow at 5 in the morning to get those kilometers in. And then since I do have to work tomorrow, I can get like 3 or 4 kilometers from there too. And then Sunday I'll be do the same thing, wake up at 5 and do the rest of the kilometers. And I should get it be done by then. Yeah, because unfortunately I won't be available too much on Monday, so. Oh, we got a G-Bird. Shiny. 0. Hey, at least we found a burb. Hey, at least we found a burb. We found a burb. Is this hundo, you guys? You guys, is this a hundo? Yeah, Adam might wake up at 5. Guys, is this the hundo already or no? I don't know if it's this the hundo or not. I don't know about this already. Oh, jeez. Only way to find out. I wish I had that command. Dang, I don't have that command. Jeez. I feel like I'm gonna lose it. Yeah, dude. I need the grind. It is not. It needs to be 2154. Alright. Let's pretend I'm a bad player. Let's pretend I'm a bad player so we can try to catch it. Oh, dang. It's a Galarian Articuno. You can only get this in the daily Incense R6 dudes. Okay, I'm trying to. Okay, I got an excellent. Rage. Peace. Hey, at least we tried. We tried. After 2 shakes wasn't enough, huh? Hey, at least we found it. At least we found a burb. At least that makes up the days I never found a burb. So at least I found a burb. Marching my way home so I could chill and go take a shower and then just try to at least get some sleep for tonight. Because I'm gonna be walking at 5 a.m. tomorrow to get these kilometers in. I might do a night grind on Sunday. I'm not 100% sure yet. But I am gonna, whenever I get home, I am gonna discuss Evolution Cup. So no worries. I'll do Evolution Cup metas. So because it actually looks really nice. Whoa. I've been gaming when I get off work lately, so I'll be going to sleep at what? Let me see. place than I do here. Oh goodness. Okay. Are we going to sleep around 2, 3 a.m.? Yeah. Some people here are crazy. They just blast music till 3 a.m. Yeah, because I'm going to go back home and not extend this daily anymore. I definitely want to discuss the Evolution Cup meta and probably call it. But I'll do the Evolution Cup meta, and then after that, after discussing it, then I'll call it after the analysis. But I am going to do the balloon, so at least it'll kill some time. At least I'm happy I get to see a bird. But I think the autumn grinds are gonna be a lot because I like when it's colder, you know. Oh, nice. All right. Arlo. Okay. Yeah, let's do Arlo. Let's do it. Okay, someone is right here. Hold up. Hold up. Oh god. Should watch when I'm walking. All right. All right. I'm marching my way home. Hold up. All right, I'm back. Got to get back, but you seem like a chill guy. This is catch you later. Sounds good, Adam. Take care. Thank you. Okay, hold up. We have Annihilate versus the Tyrant. Okay. All right. I don't need this anymore. This cold shower would be really nice for my body. No shiny, unfortunately. Alright, I'll do 10 minutes of discussing the Evolution Cup meta, and then probably we'll call it. Alright, the Tyrant is really bad. Alright. Alright. Let's do what we have to. Let's see what's over there. Yeah, as I call, we're gonna see lots of Celios, Dusclops, and Dublades. We we are gonna see quite a bit of Morgrams. And then if people have XL Tinkertuff that is a hundo, yes, we're we're gonna expect this as a closer. Wait, it beats Piloswine? Yes, if they're on Stone Edge, but I wonder if it could take a high horsepower. Yeah, it still wins even with high horsepower. That's crazy. Yeah, because Flash Cannon is a one shot. Oh, Tinkertuff only wins on the zeros on Pilo with high horsepower, but it still beats Pilo in every single shield scenario with if only a Stone Edge. Okay, good to know. I was wondering why, how. Yeah, Shadow Prime is gonna be it's gonna be if played correctly. This thing's gonna be insane. Wow. Prime just simply outpaces the Clops, right? No, at least the twos. Wow. CO beats what the? That's crazy. Yeah, Tinkertuff with what if they have no shields just doesn't lose to anything in the game. It loses. But it's but we had the most recent Tink Calm Day, so we should most of us should get the Hondo for Tinkertuff. But I know there's some people who don't have Hondo Tinkertuff. Yeah, the only mon that it will lose to is probably the fire types, some of the steels, and then most of the steel types. And that's pretty much it. War Turtle? What the? We could use War Turtle here? That's funny. Oh yeah, Karkle can be used because it's a mid stage. But I don't know if Karkle's even worth it, you know? Because if Karkle would have had Incinerate, that would have been insane. Yeah, this is why I'm gonna build a Tough. If Chansey becomes too much, Tough is the best Chansey check in Evolution Cup. It's the best Chansey check. Watch this matchup with Chansey versus Tough. Watch this matchup. Let's put 50 to make it like that. Chansey right here. I think Hyper. Alright, watch this. This will be very slow, but Tough beats the Chansey. It'll be so slow. It'll be a slow process, but Tough beats the Chansey. I'm curious on the Shadow Primate matchup, how close it is with Shadow Primate. In the ones, I'm actually curious. So if I play the ones, it should be fine with Shadow Primate. It only does 6% to my prime. It will do 6% to it. But non-shadow. This is actually, I'm curious on the non-shadow. Alright. So yeah, because Dusclops gets erased by the Chansey. The at least we'll have Tank a Tough that destroys Chansey if that becomes too common, and Primate doesn't have the worst Chansey matchup. I highly doubt Machoke's gonna be good. I highly doubt it. Yeah, because it beats Cecilio and all that, but it just gets absolutely erased with Dusclops, and that's gonna be everywhere. Knackle stack. What the? Oh, that could be cool, but it's so much excels. Ursaring actually looks really cool in this cup, but it gets absolutely erased by the Primeape. I was looking at Togetic at first that because it has some cool matchups against the Steel types, but it still loses to Doublade, which is a bit awkward. Palpitoad. Okay, this one looks cool. I would still not recommend Palpitoad. Trumpik looked promising, but it's the Clops, which is awkward. As on the Shadow, it's awkward. But you barely beat it in the ones against a Clops if it's not Shadow. Monferno plays better than Fernape, yeah, totally. Trumpik does what Corviscar does, but way better. Pomo does not. Pomo has no fighting moves, and it's awkward to use if if wireless is meta. Oh yeah, Bishop's a mid stage now because we have King Gambit, but still, it'll be pitiful to use. So I'm thinking Dusclops with Primeape and Tinkatuff. Oh, it's Matt. We have a Matt here. We're discussing Evolution Cup. What's going to be the next thing? How's Matt doing? We're discussing Evolution Cup right here. Tinkatuff. 51 because that's what I have. It's gonna be level 51. Yeah, bulk is C because the Primeape just has no bulk. But Dusclops and Tinkatuff have a lot of bulk. Jeez. I'm just surviving. You know you're gonna see a lot of Vulpix in it. No, we're not gonna be seeing Vulpix. Matt, Evolution Cup is a cup that only allows mid-stage Pokemon, and Vulpix and Ninetales is is the base and first evolution. So we're not gonna be seeing Vulpix. We're gonna be seeing a lot of Celio, Dusclops, Doublade. Some, yeah, these are the ones we're expecting to see. XL Tinkatuff is gonna be insane. This thing as a closer, Matt, doesn't lose. It doesn't lose. Like yes, yes, it's awkward against Doublade. Yes, Celio could take like, I don't know if Celio can take 2 moves, but I know Tinkatuff takes 3 moves from Celio. It takes like 2 to 3, but I think it's just the speed. Yeah, we're expecting a lot of Shadow Prime. We're expecting a lot of Primeape in this cup. We're expecting to see Ursaring because that's actually a really good mid stage. If Ursaring's on the Swift Close Combat movesets, Dusclops actually walls that moveset, but it's probably going to be awkward because Shadow Claws is super effective, and Clops does not have an attack stat. Yeah, Duok can actually be cool because that's Fury Cutter and Aqua Tail. Yeah, we're expecting a lot of mid-sized dragons like Zweilous, Shalgon, and some Dragonairs and Sligo. But Hakamoa, I'm actually not sure because I'm not sure about Hakamoa. But I know the Zweilous matchup against the Tinkatuff is way too polarizing. It's just really bad for Zweilous because it cannot touch the tough. Yeah, we are expecting some Piloswines, but Piloswine won't be too common because, as I said, Tangatuf is gonna be will Glare Mr. Mime technically count? I'm actually curious. I'm actually curious. I think so. Let's see. Yeah, it is allowed. It is allowed. Oh yeah, Sage, we're discussing Evolution Cup. We're discussing Evolution Cup. What's gonna be like the best core? There's gonna be some really cool core that we're gonna be expecting. So we're gonna do some Evolution Cup discussion before I go. So I'm thinking this Dusclops, either regular or Shadow Primeape. I might do Shadow because I want to pressure their shields and Tangatuf because I have a Tangatuf that is level 51. Work got me working, lol. Right? Yeah. Because there might. Mm-hmm. Look at this. Yes, on the Tanktuf side. Yeah, there's a lot of great matchups as a tank. We're expecting a lot of Tanktufs. Just be clear, we're expecting lots of that Mon. Because it's the best closer in the game. Like, its stats are very. Everyone take notes. Jesus is a legend player. Aw, love you, Sage. Thank you. And leaderboards too. Yep. The only one in my town who's made it there consistently, and the only player in my town was a shiny Libre. Yes. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of Steelers and Dusclopses. We're gonna be seeing Doublade. Oh yeah, XL Morgram is gonna be insane. Back to the J job. Sounds good. So yeah, Morgram is gonna be insane. If you have the XLs, you guys, Morgram is actually insane. It's gonna be the second best closer, right behind Tangatuf. Morgram has really good matchups against some of the Mons. Let's put Morgram instead of Tangatuf to show you guys. That Morgram is insane. Yeah, Morgram is insane. But I still rather pick my Tangatuf. Haunter might be good. I wish Haunter was better. I think Klops is gonna be better than Haunter. Like it the fact that it loses to Primeape in the ones is awkward for Haunter. Yeah, because only Mon that Morgram does not want to see is Tanktuf. That's the only Mon it doesn't want to see. Prime matchup is also awkward as a Morgram. But it has the best Dusclops matchup. Alright, yeah. Let's see. Because if the Primeape user plays two shields, the Morgram just loses. But that's why I'm gonna prefer Tinkaton because it actually has really good matchups against the top metamons. And plus, if their tanks are not XLs or non XLs, I would easily win the matchup because I win CMP. Let's see. Yeah, Morgram might be more consistent, but I just think Tinka Tough as a closer is just miles better than Morgram. Because Sucker Punches chunk a lot to Clops. It chunks a lot. I think the stats are too low. The stats are very low on Curlia, so I would not recommend Curlia. The stats on it are just too low. Dude Blade can be. Dude Blade looks cool in this cup. Oh yeah, Celia was actually really good. Matt, Celia was really good in this cup. It's not an XL or anything, but this thing is really strong in this cup. It just has to watch out for things like Charge Bug. Like Charge Bug and friends. I'm actually curious in the Celia versus Tinkatuff. I'm actually really curious on the zeros. I'm actually curious if it leads to a Tinkatuff versus Celia. Let's see. All right, let me put this in the zeros. I'm actually curious. Oh, it is two moves from to take down Celio. It is two moves. Okay. Laron takes too much from flat. I'm actually curious. Laron. You said Laron, right? Let's see Laron. Laron's moveset is walled by tank, so I would not. Laron does not beat tank. It does beat Morgram. It does beat Morgram. But yeah, it beats Morgram, but not Tinkatuff. Tinkatuff Tinkatuff still beats Tinkatuff still beats Laron because Flash Cannon still chunk Laron. Laron isn't as bulky as you think. Like Laron is bulky, yeah, but instead of bar slam, we use like heavy slam. It gets heavy slam. Let's see. It still loses with heavy slam. Wow, it still loses with heavy slam. Yeah, Laron just doesn't output enough damage on the tank matchup. It doesn't output enough damage. Yeah, because Flash Cannon still does half to Laron. It still does half to like the rank 1 Laron. Because all the tanks are going to be best buddied. So that's crazy that it still beats Laron even with heavy slam. Because Dusclops, it might seem like a good matchup for Clops, but it still loses in the zeros. Like nothing in this meta beats Tinkatuff in the zeros. There's almost no Mon except Fletchinder. Only one Mon that beats Tinkatuff in the zeros. If there's only a few amount of Mons that beat Tinkatuff. Yeah. Tinkatuff loses to Fletchinder. So yeah, Fletchinder is a great Tinkatuff check. Oh yeah, Crocolore is actually a really good map. Crocolore, if it's on Flamethrower, beats Tinkatuff. Yeah, it destroys it. Even without Flamethrower, it still beats Tinkatuff. Magmar might be really cool, but if it's on Karate Chop and all that, it loses the Clops. That's the problem. Like Magmar seems cool, but let's see. Yeah, it beats Tank because two fire punches KO that thing, and Flash Cannon does not do enough damage. Um, Yeah, if people are wondering what about Togetic, the answer is no. The answer is no. It doesn't beat it. Even with Heat Wave. Yeah, see? Flash Cannon pretty much one shots. And Heat Wave doesn't. Ember, yeah, Ember could work, but you just have to watch out for the dragons. Because we are seeing lots of dragons. The dragons are very common. Like, let's see. Yeah, Magmar won't be common because of things like Dusclops. And Celio actually destroys Magmar. Metang seems like a cool check, but I'm actually curious of Metang. That's one matchup I actually am curious about. Is the Metang matchup. Metang versus Tangatov. I'm actually very curious on this matchup. Because there's no way. Let's see. Zeros. I'm curious of the Metang. I'm curious. Okay, Metang beats it. Okay. I was about to say, don't tell me Tank beats Metang, but the answer is false. Metang beats it. So Tangatov struggles against Metang. But then again, it struggles against Klops and Margram. Yeah, if you think this is yeah, Primeape, if Primeape has shields, it's actually really bad for Metang. But you should be, yeah, yeah. If the Primeape user plays the twos, yeah, you just lose as a Metang. Yeah, if you thought Morgram was actually a good counter to Primeape, but the answer is it's actually false. The answer is false in the twos. It's false. No, normal. But it does beat in the zeros. It does. Um. Yeah. No, I'll give it to two. I'll give it like 13 minutes. Right, I want breaking swipe for the dragons. Right on. Oh. Breaking swipe got nerfed, so I don't know if Rhydon could work because breaking swipe nerf is actually really bad for it. Yeah, Electabuzz looks cool. Yeah, Linoon is not good because Primeape. Girder, but we have Primeape, so there's no point having Girder if we have access to Primeape. Dusk Ops is gonna be like the Galarian Corsola of Evolution Cup, Matt. Is it also has similar stats to Galarian Corsola, but it's gonna be spammier. Wish I had to get Shadow Clops, but I don't. I'm actually curious on. No, I don't think I would want Shadow Clops because I need the bulk of regular Clops against some certain matchups. I could get away with it, but it's just gonna be awkward for Okay, let's see what's. Yeah, it beats Shadow Celio. That's cool. But it loses to regular Celio. I'd rather lose to both the Celios, to be honest, over or one or the other. Hidden Power's not good. I don't think Duosion stats are. Yeah. Duosion only beats the fighting types. And that's pretty much it. The stats are just. It's so attack weighted. I wouldn't. And Hidden Power is not the best fast. Hidden Power is not a good fast move. Neither is Zen Headbutt. So I would not recommend Duosion. I'd rather have a Gothorita. I'd rather have Gothorita over Duosion. And Gothorita's moveset is very bad. We are expecting to see lots of Chanseys. We are expecting to see Chansey. Yes, we are. We're expecting to see Chanseys. Gonna be everywhere in this cup. We are expecting Chansey in this cup. But that's why I'm gonna run Tinkertuff, because of Chansey. Because Chansey just doesn't. Has no damage on the Tinkertuff. Watch this. I'll put best buddies for both of them. So yeah, I'll put Hyper Beam because that's what we're gonna run is Hyper Beam on it. Look at this matchup right here. Hyper Beam does 23%. You know, Flash Cannon's doing 18%, but the fact that I can still, that it still keeps up with Chansey is just insane. Yeah. And if this situation comes into two shields for both of them, Chansey just loses to tank. It loses. Yeah. So Chansey's gonna be everywhere. Is gonna Chansey's just for the people who likes to like bully the timer. But Tinkertuff just says no to that. I'm actually curious on Blade and Tank. I'm actually curious. Yeah, it's a hard loss. But is it though? Because Blade is glass. Marshtomp, I'm actually curious. I don't know about Marshtomp. It has greats. It has Mudshot and Surf. Well, let's see. Yeah, Doublade beats Tank. Yeah, it does. But let's see in the ones. Oh yeah, for sure. Doublade hard beats in the twos. Yeah, it hard beats it. Marshtomp. Let's see. Yeah, Marshtomp might be a sleeper if they see too many Doublades. So it does have Mud Bomb. No, it does. Yes, it does have Mud Bomb. It does. But people are gonna run Sludge for coverage against Morgram. But without Mud Bomb, the Celia matchup becomes worse. But I don't know if, but I don't know if it becomes. Yeah, the Celia matchup without Mud Bomb is actually worse. Because I know that with Mud Bomb, it can actually flip Celia. Let's see. Let's see on the battles. Let's see it. Marshtomp and Tacilio. See if we put Mud Bomb. Yeah, because if it's with Sludge, it's actually worse. Yeah, it is worse. Let's see. We put Sludge. Yeah, it's slightly worse with Sludge, but I can see the coverage because of Togetic. But I know with Mud Bomb Marshtomp, it beats Tankaton with Mud Bomb. Yeah, because that that Doublé matchup with the Tinkertuff is so bad for Tinkertuff. Like of all the Metamons, that's gonna be one of the best checks. It's gonna be Tank. It's gonna be Doublade and Metagross and Metang actually, and Metang. Morgan gets erased. Um, Klopp's is actually really close for the two. I think, yeah, Celia with the Tinkertuff. I believe Tink wins it. Yeah, you might see some Marsh stops like, every now and then. Yeah, it's actually close. Okay. Lombre. Mmm. Lombre. Let's see. Ugh. Lombre's stats are really low. If Lombre had higher stats, I could see Lombre. Dang, Lombre's stats are actually really bad. Mm. I forgot Clang was actually a Mon. Clang sounds interesting in this cup because it has metal sound and thunder shock. But I think you want metal sound because you want stab on your fast move. Vice Grip is actually a really good move. Thunderbolt is fine. So yeah, Clang is actually a pretty cool mon in this meta because it has actually pretty decent bulk. Not as good bulk as Laron, but but at least some, at least it won't be hardball by the tank. At least its movesets. At least it actually hits a tank a bit harder than Laron. Let me see, Thunderbolt and I'm curious with Clang. Let's see, rank 1. I'll put that here. Yeah, Clang hard beats tank. It hard beats it. I'm actually surprised. The zeros, it hard beats tank. Hard beats. But Clops is still gonna be an issue. Let's see. It's close. It's actually close. But if the Clops plays shields, yeah. If it plays ones, yeah, I can see it won't work as well. But it's gonna be starters Celia, Tink, or Graham. We forgot Dublade. I forgot Dublade. Dublade's a good answer to Tank. Dublade and out of the steel types that beat Tank, we have Dublade, Metang, and Clang. Those are the only steel types that beat it. Knuckle Stack's actually really funny. But Knuckle Stack's problem is it has no coverage. That's the problem with Knuckle Stack. So Knuckle Stack looks pretty funny on paper, but the fact that no coverage and you lose the tank, yeah. I would not recommend Knuckle Stack. Duat actually looks really, really cool. Because it beats Celio, which is a plus. It beats Wireless, which is also a plus. But you lose to the mons that are top. Like Dustclops, Dublade, and Primeape. You actually lose to those. And you lose and don't imagine the Charger Bug matchup. Yeah, Ursaring looks pretty cool on paper, but it's Karkle. That's one I'm actually curious. Karkle looks really cool. Karkle's stats are actually some of the highest we have seen. We're gonna have, Karkle is the second or third bulkiest Pokemon in this meta. But the main issue of Karkle is Smackdown. Smackdown is not a good fast move for Karkle. If it had at least Fire Spin, it can actually be good. But it's a fire type that loses to steel types. That's actually bad. If the spammy steel type Doublade is going to be everywhere. Yeah, because we're going to have Dusclops. So that's the main problem of Karkle. It's just a fast move. The charge moves are fine. If you put Tinkaton as the best buddy, it's actually comparable bulk to Tinkaton. So yeah, Chansey is pretty much if you want to bully someone. It's not a good mon. The problem with Karkle is just loses to steel types. That's the problem. Paliswain's not gonna be good because yeah, this Celia matchup on with Paliswain is so bad. And don't mention this, yeah. So yeah, people thought I was thinking of Paliswain at first, but I was like, wait, Celia is gonna be everywhere. Yeah, we're not doing Paliswain. The fact that it beats Prime is actually sad. Shadow Magmar might be really interesting for this meta. Shadow Magmar is interesting. Kabuskin can be pretty cool, but yeah. Trumbeak, yeah, Trumbeak seems cool. It seems cool, but it's just the fact that the Shadow Bear Galarian Linoon Primeape will be everywhere. Matt, I would not recommend Galarian Linoon. The fighting types just erases it. Primeape erases Linoon. Vigoroth actually can lose to Dusclops. Yeah, Vigoroth loses to Dusclops. It's really bad. Vigoroth had its time, but fortunately, times have that was back then, but now we're in today's meta. And also, Matt, the Vigoroth versus Tank is still bad. So yeah, I would not recommend any of those. So yeah, if you have an elite fast TM, I would say the best monster to give an elite fast TM on this meta is gonna be Charjabug and Primeape. If you have an elite charge TM, that's also for Primeape. And I guess Machoke, but I would not use Machoke. Because its moveset is completely walled by Dusclops. Not Crobat, but I think you mean Golbat. I think you mean Golbat. I think you mean Golbat. Golbat is interesting to say the least. It does have a okay. It does have a good tank matchup. And Golbat's interesting. Like it has its stats are average. It doesn't have it. Its bulk is not the highest. Its attack isn't the highest, but it's average what it does. As like the stats that you see with Mario, and Mario in most of the Mario games has average stats, right? It's basically gonna be like Mario, like it's a jack of all trades, master of none. Oh yeah, because Shadow Ball's actually really good. Yeah, Golbat seems interesting, but the non-Shadow Golbat barely loses to Clops, barely. Oh, that Dublé matchup is not the best for the non-shadow. Is not the best for the shadow. But the non-shadow Golbat beats Dublade. Because Shadow Ball one-shots and Gyro Ball doesn't. Good counters to Klops, Tink, and Primeape. Morgram beats Klops, obviously. Because I know Morgram beats it. Morgram beats Klops. Yes. Charjabug seems pretty cool. The Charjabug and Dusclops matchup is actually very close. So yeah, Charjabug can be really... Charjabug looks cool. Charjabug is cool. Because in all scenarios, the Charjabug versus Klops is actually very close. Yeah, Shellgun can damage Tank, but triple resisted Dragon Breath doesn't do much. But you also have to realize we need some counters to Celio as well. Because Celio is going to be a really good mon in this meta. Hakamo looks decent. Oh yeah, because Rock Team absolutely grabs only there for Klops and Primeape. There is certain other mons that Gram is actually good again. As Morgram is actually good. The Dublé versus Morgram beats Dublé because Sucker Punches do a lot. Yeah, we're back, Adam. We're discussing some Evolution Cup. We're actually discussing Evolution Cup. We're discussing some Evolution Cup before I head out. We're actually discussing Evolution Cup. So yeah, we're gonna be seeing a lot of Stelios, Dusclopses, Dublades, Morgram if some people have the XLs for it. Morgram we're gonna be seeing a lot. Metang. Oh yeah, this is the big one right here, Adam. That I was hyping about. Tingatuf. I was actually hyping up a lot of Tingatuf. This is the best closer in the game. I think Dragonair is going to be one that destroys this. Not Tingatuf, unfortunately. It does not beat Tingatuf. It does not beat it. Aquatilt, because like Golbat seems really cool as an anti-meta pick. Because wing attacks do a lot to Primeape. Ice Punch doesn't one-shot Golbat. And Flash Cannon over Tingatuf. This is Adam. These are the only moves for Tingatuf. This is the only moves it has. This is the only moves it has. That's it. This is the only moves that it has. But I know what you're talking about, but in this cup, Dragonair looks really solid. Because the okay, yeah. Yeah. Didn't even realize. Yeah, Dewblade's a hard loss in the twos. Clang is a hard loss for Tink in the zeros. It's a hard loss. Yeah, Morgram's worst matchup in the zeros is actually Tink. Because the damage, because you get one shot even by a play rough. Even with a play rough. Because I know Flash Cannon is pretty much a one shot, but play rough is also pretty much a one shot. So yeah, look at this, Adam. This is the team I'm thinking of running. Or I'll show you. Look at this. Dusclops, because I have to rank 1. I'm leaning towards Shadow Primate because I want to pressure their shields. Shadow Primate and Tinkatuff. Sorry if I'm doing this again, Matt, but I want to show Adam this. Look at this. Yeah. But look at this look at Tinkatuff in the zeros. Watch the zeros. Watch the zeros. If they have no shields and we have no look at this. Look at this matchup in the zeros. Yeah. In the zeros for Tinkatuff, it doesn't lose. It doesn't lose. Except for the steel types. Yeah. Zero is a really close one, but look at this. Look at this in the zeros, Adam. It doesn't lose. This thing in the zeros is the most broken mon in this cup. Yeah, do you see it? There's no Metamon besides a steel type or a fire type that beats Tink. Maybe Golbat, but that's pushing. But I don't know about Golbat though. Do you see this, Adam? Like, this thing doesn't lose. And we're going to be seeing 99% of them going to be best buddied. 99% for sure. For sure to be best buddied. This thing in the zeros doesn't lose. And look at the star product. It's similar to Tinkaton. And if you thought that was crazy, look what I have. I'll show you guys this before I go. I'll show you guys this. I have an okay Shadow Primate, but look at this. If you guys don't believe me, look at this. Yeah, mine's the rank 1. Mine is the Hundo. I'm not evolving her. She stays like this. I didn't understand why people evolve their Hundo Tinks. I don't understand why. Bro, do you have a G-Max Charizard? I do, but not for trade. Oh, yeah, I do have it with the background. No, we are not doing trades here. You have to be 100 meters, and plus I'm not giving you my location. I'm good. This is a discussion for GBL, and also I'm done with my daily. This is the only discussion we have. Oh yeah, Adam. I also have this. Look at this one too, right here. I also have a rank one Dusclops ready to go. Um, Merco normal bichalega. No me entiende eso. In English, please, por favor. Not primate, but I'm thinking of running the shadow because I want to pressure their shields, and plus I'll have ice punch just in case for an occasional flyer. I love close combat, but at the same time, ice punch is better because there's going to be lots of mons that won't respect ice. So yeah, that's the team I'm probably gonna run on my B day probably or earlier. We'll see. We're probably gonna rock this mon right here, 100%. She doesn't lose. She doesn't lose any of the match except for the steals, and then the other fires. She just doesn't lose. Originally, this thing was supposed to have Burl Swing, but imagine this thing with Burl Swing and Flash Cannon. I think that would have been broken. Cannot interest. You cannot interest for true trade. No, like I said before, there's no you have to be 100 meters in the game, and plus I'm not getting my location, and I'm good on the Blaziken. I actually have a really good Speaking of the line, I actually have a rank 8 Shadow Torchic. But unfortunately, I caught it after the event. Sorry for your time wasting. No, it's okay. It's okay. But I'm just trying to say really, Adam. I run more with Bulldoze because I don't know. Cause Gigaton Hammer is the most balanced move in the game. It's perfectly balanced. It's so balanced because it's on one mon that doesn't have this best attack stat. Adam, when the 14 Com Day was announced, Adam, I was one of the first people who was gonna say this thing's gonna get Gigaton Hammer for Com Day, and I was actually correct. If you thought that was crazy, I have a rank 1 for Ultra League. Oh, nice. But I like it. I like the cheaper bulldoze just in case for the Mimi. Just in case for Mimi. Yeah, Gigaton Hammer is very balanced. Yeah, we have 36 people here. Crazy. It's a lot. Not than I expected. So yeah, because Adam Tinkatuff has the almost has the exact same stats as a XLT as a Tinkaton for Great League. It's actually crazy. That if you're running Tinkatuff, you're pretty much running Diet Tinkaton because what it doesn't have a Gigaton Hammer, but it has the bulk of Tinkaton. But yeah, look at that. That's gonna be the number one mon I'm gonna be running. So, so yeah, I'm gonna be enjoying the living heck out of Evolution Cup a lot. I'm gonna be enjoying this cup a lot. Dang. So there's a reason why that I've been butting on my Tinkatink for so long because I at some point I was gonna say Evolution Cup might come back, and I think Tinkatuff would be the most broken mon in that meta, and I was actually correct. Yeah, it's gonna be amazing. I'm gonna be loving it. So yeah, I'll probably might stream quite off. I don't know if I'll stream often next week because of Evolution Cup, but we will see. I might, but we will see for sure. Because I definitely want to play it, you know. But or do I stick to my 2 days of? I'm probably gonna do 2 days. So I know I'm going to do it on my B day on that week. Oh, B day. Yeah, my B days are around the Evolution Cup week. Oh yeah, we're gonna be playing this thing. Yes we are. Yes we are. We're gonna be playing the living heck out of Tinkatuff. Because the fact that in the zeros, um, I wouldn't want to say too much of my age, but 25. Yeah, I sound old. I know. I sound very old. I sound older than all my friends. But I'm actually a young. Actually, someone who's with a young age, but I sound old. But but the one thing, damn, I've been there. I already am one for almost 2 decades. Crazy. Times have changed. Yes. So yes, correct. We're gonna be So expect my birthday week. We're gonna be flooding with Tinkertuff. We're gonna be using Tinkertuff a lot with Dusclops and Primeape. Because Dusclops as a lead, because we want something nice in neutral, nice neutral, like, presence as a lead. Like, it may not be the best for like a lead, but I know Prime is a decent lead, but I actually prefer Clops as a lead because we're gonna be expecting lots of like Celios and all that. Yeah, yeah. I sound old. I know. And plus, I want something that beats Doublade. So I'm gonna run two Mons that have a decent Doublade matchup. Like Dusclops is a good Doublade matchup. I think Shadow Primate beat no Shadow Prime. Hopefully, yeah. I hope so, Adam. It hits on this. I think it hits on this day. This day is a Friday. I think it hits on a Friday. But I know my bestie's birthday is on today, and we're gonna be FaceTiming soon. But he hasn't called me yet. He hasn't texted me yet. So if I don't work on my B day, Adam, oh yeah, we're gonna be doing a lot of tank. We're gonna be doing tank and tough, 100%, and we're gonna be demolishing people with it. So yeah, Primeape has a even though Primeape loses to Dublé, it's actually close. It's actually close because it's like I think if I played the I think it's the twos. Yeah, if I play twos to Dublade, I beat it. But I lose. But yeah, see, it's actually close. Primeape to Dublade, it's actually close. So Dusclops is a good answer, and Primeape can bait out Dublade, which is actually beneficial. Yeah, because we have Primeape to bait out Dublade, and friends. We're gonna Yeah, because Primeape baits out Dublade. It can also bait out Dusclops. Tank Dusclops is not bad. It baits out Clang, which is actually very nice because Clang beats Tank so hard. Mm, let's see. Yeah, Carkle. Yeah, it beats Carkle, which is actually good. Yeah, Togetic. The matchup for Togetic is actually not great, but at least it's something. Yeah. Vigoroth had its time, you guys, but Vigoroth is not good in this meta. Yeah, the only thing Trumbeak has is actually the a really good, really strong really strong Primeape matchup. That's the only thing Trumbeak has going for it. because if you're in the zeros versus the tank instantly wins. Yeah, Golbat looks interesting because Golbat's actually pretty cool breaker to primate tank. Yeah. So yeah, 4 more minutes and I'll be going to shower and I'll call my friend to sing Happy Birthday to him. So yeah, we're gonna be all we'll be chatting for 4 more minutes and then we'll be calling. Yeah. Oh wait, 3 minutes now. Yeah, we're gonna be chatting in 3 minutes and then we're gonna be doing and I'll call it in 3 minutes. Yeah, crazy. But this meta looks really it's actually a fresh meta. Like some of the mid stages we've seen before. We've seen Chargebug, we've seen Celia, we've seen Clops. Like we've seen some of these. We've seen some Morgrams. But we've seen Dragonair, we've seen Hakamo, we've seen Xylas, we've seen Shelgon, we've seen Sliggoo, Dua, and all those. But it'll be a meta with just mid-stage bonds that don't have the best movesets and all that. But it'll be really nice, refreshing. We don't have to see like Lickies, we don't have to see Ninetales and all that. We don't have to see any of those basic metas. Oh yeah, someone told me Skiploom, but Skiploom is really bad. It has no stats. I'm very excited to play this. And we'll be playing it for all the week. Because Master League, it's just, I'm not a fan of Master League. Yeah. Because I know there's a few of us who have an XL Margram. Mm. Alrighty. I don't think there's much to discuss now. We covered everything that was going to be in an Evolution Cup. I don't think there's much for me to say now. But I believe I'm going to be calling in now. I will come back. I will come back next week, but I might come back Sunday for another daily grind. But we will see if But next week for sure we're gonna be streaming quite a bit next week for Evolution Cup. We are gonna be streaming quite a bit. So yeah, hopefully you guys will have a wonderful day. So love you guys. Hope to see you guys soon. And great discussions for Evolution Cup guide. We're gonna be doing this quite a bit. But at least the W shiny was a Tranquil, which was hilarious. So hopefully I'll see you guys soon for some daily Incense grind and also some Tingatuf gameplay for next week. So I hope to see you guys soon. I love you guys. Peace and positivity. Shiny luck, and then tell Fishmail for 12 be signing out. No tells I'm gonna be signing out of the game. Hope to see you guys soon. That's